This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Good day, I'm Elena Rusk. Fire crews making significant progress overnight on the route fire over the Grapevine. All traffic in both directions was shut down last night over the Grapevine, but as of right now, the CHP says lanes in both directions are open, but drivers should expect long delays as traffic is still backed up. This morning's update showing the fire has grown to more than 5,208 acres and now at 12% containment. Evacuations still in effect near Castaic, and we're learning one structure has been destroyed with 550 still threatened. 8 firefighters have been treated for heat-related injuries, with 6 needing hospitalization, but officials say they are all in good condition. Unfortunately, they do expect more firefighter heat-related injuries today, and officials want Labor Day travelers to take it easy too.
You can imagine, wearing heavy firefighting gear, carrying packs, dragging hose, swinging tools. The folks out there are just taking a beating.
The Angeles National Forest moved from high to very high fire danger about 2 weeks ago, and there's good reason for that. So just be very, very cognizant if you're out there recreating, traveling, using the public lands.
Now, the cause of this fire is still under investigation, and the Red Cross has established an evacuation center at Fraser Mountain High School. Now, if you are planning on traveling south for the holiday weekend ahead or through any of our mountainous regions, make sure you go with a full tank of gas, have plenty of water, pack a first aid kit, and have food that will last in your car if you happen to get stranded by a closure or stuck in long traffic delays along your way. State power officials issuing a flex alert. People are urged to avoid using major appliances like dishwashers and washing machines to conserve electricity, especially between the hottest time of the day and those peak use hours. That's from 4 to 9 p.m. The independent system operator says reducing energy use stabilizes the power grid. Now, in the event of an outage, PG&E suggests unplugging all electric and heat-producing appliances to avoid overloading circuits when the power returns. Customers should also keep refrigerator and freezer doors closed to preserve food. Always keep important phone numbers near the phone, have flashlights, radios, and fresh batteries ready to go, and able to find those in the dark, right? Now, to prevent that strain on the power grid in the first place, some tips from PG&E include adjusting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher after cooling your home in the morning. Close window coverings in the afternoon to try and keep that cooler in. Avoid using the oven when cooking because it just adds more heat. And turn off unnecessary lights and unplug smaller appliances that draw even just a little bit of power. All right, well, now to our 17 follow-up file. Police have named the man wanted on suspicion of murder in the shooting death of a correctional counselor outside the Target on Stockdale Highway last week. Bakersfield police say 29-year-old Robert Purnell Roberts was wanted in the August 24th shooting that killed Benny Alcala near an electric charging station at the shops at Riverwalk. He's described as 5 feet 7 inches tall, 220 pounds, balding with brown eyes. Police say he is considered armed and dangerous. Court records show Roberts has prior convictions for robbery, burglary, vandalism, and taking a vehicle without the owner's consent. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call 911 immediately or reach out to the Bakersfield Police Department at 327-7111. 17's Christian Galeno will have more on this case and this suspect coming up tonight on 17 News at 5. And authorities have arrested a third person on charges of murder and arson in a Kern County case. Jayshawn Davenport booked into jail early this morning. 2 others, Joaquin Davenport and Antone James, pleaded not guilty Wednesday and are being held without bail. Sheriff's officials have not commented on the other arrests, other than to say information should be available soon. Yesterday, however, family members of missing Lancaster woman Ronetta Martin attended the arraignment of Jaquan Davenport and James, and a Facebook group dedicated to Martin says she died around the time human remains were found August 15th in rural Kern County. The remains were found on Bacchus Road between Rosamond and Mojave. According to inmate records, Jaquan Davenport is listed as having a California City address and Antone James listed as an address in Lancaster. All right, well, in other headlines today, a motorcyclist hit and killed in an overnight crash on a dark country road. The CHP says it happened about 1:30 a.m. on DeGiorgio Road, east of South Edison. Officers said their investigation showed a driver, 33-year-old Adolfo Garcia of Lamont, was driving a Lincoln SUV westbound on DeGiorgio at an unknown speed, approaching the back of a motorcycle, also traveling west on DeGiorgio, when Garcia reportedly hit that motorcycle from behind. The motorcyclist, identified by officers as 25-year-old Nando Luis Alvarez Condo of Bakersfield, was ejected and declared dead at the scene. Officials said at this time drugs and alcohol do not appear to be factors, but their investigation is ongoing. And 17 News, your local election headquarters, a series of community education workshops being held over the next several weeks as county officials engage the public on a 1-cent sales tax increase. The local control tax measure is one way to offset revenue losses to the county as property taxes from the oil and gas industry continue to decline. Recent surveys of voters in unincorporated Kern show strong support for maintaining and improving vital public safety like emergency response, crime prevention, and homelessness. Now, the next workshop on the Public Safety Vital Services measure is set for 6:30 this evening at the Taft Oil Dorado Room. The public, of course, encouraged to attend. The next workshops will take place in Pine Mountain Club on September 7th and in Bear Valley Springs on September 8th.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
In 17 Business News, have you heard of Secondhand September? It's a movement to encourage people to buy only secondhand items, particularly clothes, for 30 days in the month of September. Now, it's not about avoiding stores or shopping or local businesses, but rather the campaign started by Oxfam out of Great Britain is an international attempt to go green. Organizers encourage shoppers to challenge yourself to have a more sustainable lifestyle for a month, reduce the production of new clothes while old clothes are sent to the landfill. They say just use the hashtag Secondhand September when you post pics of your fashion finds. Well, now looking ahead, the Kern County Fair begins in 20 days, and once again the fair is partnering with Houchin Community Blood Bank for their 9th year of Pint for a Pass. Beginning today, all donors with a successful donation will receive 2 free adult admission passes to this year's fair while supplies last. Every donor will also be entered to a weekly drawing for complimentary unlimited ride coupons. This incentive will be offered at all 3 donor centers and the mobile blood drives. You can make an appointment on their website or just walk right in. And thanks to a grant from First 5 Kern, the City of Bakersfield Recreation and Parks Department is providing free pediatric first aid, CPR and AED training, and water safety courses for parents, grandparents, expected parents, and caregivers for kids under age 5. The course dates are 5 hours from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on September 17th, October 15th, and November 5th at the Community House downtown. Pre-register in person at the McMurtry Aquatic Center, and participants who pass this class will get an American Red Cross certification. All right, well, making news around town all summer, families came together for lunch at the library, and now it's time for Snacks in the Stacks. The Kern County Library says the after-school program is more than just a place for kids and teens to eat this fall. It's a place to learn, to laugh, and grow. Beginning next week, next Tuesday, September 6th, most Kern County Library locations will be serving a snack after school and an early dinner too. Kids ages 2 to 18 are welcome to stop by, get some help with their homework, read, hang out, and enjoy the food. Again, that's 3 to 5 p.m. weekdays. The Snacks in the Stacks program is a collaboration with the Kern County Superintendent of Schools. And finally, here at noon, let there be lights. This summer, the City of Bakersfield's Recreation and Parks Department installed new lights at the skate park at Beach Park, allowing skaters more safety at night. These new lights were installed back in June of this year, and they'll run from dusk to 10 p.m. each day. To celebrate the completion of this project, the city is hosting a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the skate park this evening at 7.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.